Hey y'all, how's it going? It's your boy Hard Knight. So today I'm bringing the story of me and hard gaming, and this goes back a long time ago to when I was back in R4WE, as it was called then. We had to rename it because our original clan name was taken after we had changed it just for the fun of it. So let's go back to then. I don't remember the exact dates or years or months or anything in the etc. part. And by the way, I used a lot of C4 in this game because the camping was non-stop from the other team, so please don't be angry at me. I'm warning you right now. It's like Black Ops 2 C4. But anyway, moving on. In R4W3, I was happy. It was a great experience. I was with other people who did just what I like to do. Like to beat people down in COD, like to run around, like to have fun, like to get Moabs and big streaks, and you know, it was all fun at one point. I don't even remember how we originally met, but you know, we didn't really care about respecting others or doing anything in the sort of clans. We were just doing what other clans would do, just playing to compete. And one day I got this guy in the clan, and after so long, me and him just, I don't know, we just didn't get along. I mean, I don't know if I should say we. I kind of felt really negative feelings about some of the things he did. I'm not going to mention his name or any of the actions. Per se, if he was watching this video, he would know. I have nothing against him as of today. But anyway, we just weren't getting along. And you know, I told the leader, if he's not either out or gonna stop effing with me, because this is back when I used to swear all the time. I don't swear anymore. For anyone who knows me, you would know that. But anyway, I told him that. In sometime before this was when we had played a group called GWBG in a scrimmage, you know, just to practice for actual clan battles. And I'm not sure who picked this or who decided let's face all girls or this and that. It wasn't anything sexist or racist or anything like that, you know. It was just, let's pick a match and we're gonna face these people. I don't know. Beats me. I wasn't the one who picked the match. Anyways, after that game, me and that guy became friends with some of the girls. Some of the other guys also did the same thing, because, you know, that's how you work in social networking. And I'm going to bring a name into this, who everyone in Hard should know. I had met Quantissimo, and we had played with her boyfriend, who is leader of Hard, known as Mike, a lot. Played Search at night, in the mornings when I couldn't sleep. Played Kill Confirm, which is, you know, my favorite game mode. And it was all fun. And at one point, Mike had told me, you know, if you wanted to come to Harb, you could, because I see you know how to play and blah 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 and etc. etc. So I considered it, and the thing is, everything I had to think about had to go from, you know, popularity to being known to bigger clan to not being as big in the clan and this and that. And I thought about it, and the only thing that didn't click to me was really knowing anybody. So I just came and, you know, didn't really know anybody, but we're gonna get to that. So after he offered me this, I kept it in mind, but the real reason that I would have thought to leave, if anything, would not be for popularity or fame or being known or anything in the such. It would be for my own happiness, and that's all I wanted. So a couple months passed by still in R4WE, and I was an unhappy clan member. So I left. I told them, you know what, I have nothing against you or you or you or you, but I just can't stand this guy, and us being in the same group or whatever, it's just not working out. And so I want out. And that's exactly what I did. And that same day I had went to Mike and told him I wanted to be in both, because I did want to separate, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't 100% lose the people that I had been close with for what seemed years. This was at the end of Black Ops 2, almost a little before that. Me and this group met midway through Modern Warfare 3, January, February. Actually, that's not even midway. That's usually the beginning. So we met around that time, and it was just a really long, close friendships that we had. I wanted to keep the bond, so I had one account in R4WE, and I had one in Hard. So this was fine. A lot of members were speculating on this. They were looking at it like unfair treatment, or, you know, this isn't cool, how come he gets to do this and I don't? But in reality, I'm not sure how Mike felt on this. Maybe he did agree with what I'm about to say, maybe he didn't. But I think he knew that I wanted to join Hard, but just had these friends still in the other group that I didn't want to just say goodbye to at the snap of a finger. Because, you know, once you leave a clan, you basically don't really associate with those people anymore when you game. Unless, of course, you have space on your friends list, but most people don't. As you know, Hard is a pretty big clan in terms of members. And when I say that, I mean on PlayStation it's about 75, and on Xbox it's about 50. So roughly over 100 members in general. But anyway, the Ghost came up. That's how I did that. I had a new account called RayNice93 and RayX93 as my original account. I changed my original account to my new account because I wanted to have the same account on Xbox and PlayStation, which didn't work, but we will get into that later. Anyway, I had decided after a while, you know what, I'm just gonna full out be part of Hard. I did. I got it. I was in. I was finally there. And I was like, wow, I'm finally in this clan that's so well known, and this and that, and etc., etc. You know, just everything you need to know about a clan like this. And it was respected and this and that. And the way I looked at it is, I looked at clans for a couple things. Do I respect them? Do I see them with skill? Am I going to be a top player? And the last thing of all last things that I do look at is, how mature are you? When clans go mouth off all the time and swear and start trouble and this and that, just because, you know, they want to start trouble, just, you know, really no reason, then why would I want to go there? I don't start trouble. I honestly live in a hood, and I don't talk to anyone, because that's how you stay out of trouble. So, anyway, that was the only really clan that I could have respect for besides the one I was in, and there may have been one more was on Xbox, but I wasn't really into all Xbox. So, anyway, moving on. What I had did after that was, I had known a couple people, not that many. I had added some. Some people were like, who is this, and didn't add me, and then other people would just play sometimes, and then things would just come around, and maybe some others felt like this when they first joined, and you're going to understand just in a moment why every time I see a new member join, I go and welcome them. So, around Clan Wars time with Hard, I was ready to play, and I kind of just played BO2 sometimes, which wasn't exactly the right thing to do, because, you know, you're supposed to be playing with the team. But I felt like I didn't have a team to play with because I didn't really know anyone and I couldn't get into a party. And with this, you know, since no one really spoke to me, the only ones I really remember knowing was Montissimo, Italian God, and I think it was Hardshell, Christopher. Anyway, that was like the small group that I knew in Hard out of I don't know how many members back then. And since I couldn't really get into parties, I said, you know, I don't want anybody else to have this problem with, you know, not being able to play or having problems finding a group to play with, but I decided I was just gonna tell everybody, hey, welcome to Hard, I'm this person, and that's just what it was. And that's where that came from, because I joined and couldn't really get too many friends. So a couple months later, I'm content here, but I feel like I should have a bigger role, because I'm doing a little more than I really need to. I actually did a couple things back then that I didn't have to. And one thing was trying to make sure that all the members were respectful and didn't do bad stuff, because that's just how I was. And that's an optional thing. I was not a leader. So what I had asked Mike sometime after that was, you know, could I be a co-leader, because I feel like I've been recruiting players too. I've been making sure people are respectful. I've been trying to, you know, keep the clan alive and better and etc. And he told me, well, a lot of people are trying to be co right now, and I don't know yet. I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't believe that it's gonna happen. And I was just like, oh, it was really unfortunate to me, but I just let it go for a little bit. And then, I don't know what it was, but something made me keep going. I just kept pecking at it like a shell that just wouldn't break. I just kept trying to get to the point that I wanted to have a bigger role in Hard, because where I wasn't content at. And with this being said, I just kept talking to him about being able to do more, because I didn't really feel content as just a member, because in my old clan I was a co-leader and given the option to be leader, but I chose not to, because being leader takes a lot of responsibility, and I didn't really want that responsibility at the time. So at this point I have PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360. I decided I'm gonna pack my bags for Xbox, because I don't really know anyone on PlayStation 3, and it's really tough to make friends when people, you know, they ignore you, or they don't respond is the same as ignoring, or they don't invite you, or this and that, or they don't even message you. It's tough, and I understand that. And so I made my move to Xbox, and I sold my PS3. A lot of people were sad, a lot of people were upset, a lot of people were like, why would you do that? And I'm like, man, no one played with me. Why am I going to keep a PS3 if no one's going to play with me? I mean, I wanted to play with a good group of players. I got to play with them sometimes. It was rare, very rare. It was so rare that when I played BO2, I would just invite my friends. Just my friends. And after I got onto Xbox, I had made my own little clan, because I was just bored and I wanted to have a yellow clan tag. And this was shortly before they made the patch for Black Ops 2 that took away the yellow clan tags. In trying to cover this up all in less than 20 minutes, I'm going to make my best concerted effort to wrap this up in the next 3 minutes. So, after that happened, I had this small group, me and 2 others, that got yellow clan tags by ourselves. And me solo even almost got us a gold medal for the whole clan battling in Black Ops 2. Back in the day, that was the thing, you know, when you had to just play and all the kills you got, or all the tags or whatever, or all the caps, all that stuff, it counted. And after a while, I just stopped working on this, because I only wanted yellow. I didn't really care about anything else. And then one day I was like, you know, I'm just going to stop bugging Mike about co-leader, because it's not going to work. And I asked him, you know, what if I was leader of Xbox? And he told me that it's really hard to trust people, and, you know, that if this is something I was up to do, then it could be something that I was up to do. And that's what I was given a role to be. And before then, I was just another Hard member who was just known by some people. Every once in a while, I would just make new friends, but it was rare. I had made a new friend who had joined the clan, and I also met her boyfriend, who is still a part of this clan. His name is Ricky. That's my bro. I will never forget about Ricky. Focus. Ever. And I also want to say I met a couple others that didn't stick around too long. I had met Scabby and Dro and some other people like that. They had moved on to, I'm not sure where, maybe other clans or the same clan. But hey, in all, this is a business. If you want to stick around because you're happy, you stick around. If you're not happy, you should go somewhere else. And this is how I became leader of Hard on Xbox. Perseverance will get you something if you continue to work hard and try to do it. So it's about that time for me to wrap this up. I just thought I would give you the full detailed story on how I got into Hard. And I gotta say, this has been a great experience. I love almost all these guys, and I only say almost because I don't know them all. And all the ones I know, I'm so happy to know you. You guys are great, skilled, dedicated, respectful players. And I'm so happy to know that as a team, the only things that people do not like us for is for what was done or said in the past by the group that I was originally with. And sometimes people mess up, but you shouldn't criticize or hold grudges against them. So with that being said, you should not take Xbox Hard and put them at blame for anything that PlayStation Hard has done. And the same applies to PlayStation. You shouldn't put PlayStation Hard at blame for anything Xbox does. That's all I have to say. Hope this video is interesting. Hard Knight is out of here.